Welcome all of you to this Sky High Symposium Series 7. So we have already completed 6 series and this is seventh one, and we are getting very good response from all of you friends. So I today we have with us on this seventh series she is our Central Council member, very respected CA Shri Hansraj Chukji, who is basically from North region and particularly from Delhi. And sir, on behalf of WMEC, we welcome you to this symposium. Every Wednesday, we are having this symposium, and we have two sessions: one technical session and one non-technical session. So today we have first session is on cyber security and what office automation basically is required for CA offices, and that will be led by CA Rupal Haria. And she has taken this kind of sessions, more than 20 sessions, this kind of at various levels, at regional, at branch levels, national levels. And today she is there with us on this Sky High Symposium. We have also with us for the next today's next second session, CA Nehal Shah, who will be carrying us through the opportunities in internal audit, because now internal audit standards have become mandatory, and a lot of it is statutorily required in various corporates and the companies to have mandatory internal audits also. And we can also give various value additions to the companies, to our clients, non-corporate entities also. And internal audit is one of the best area I can feel for women chartered accountants. So accordingly we have selected these areas, and I must say to all beautiful, intelligent women of our CA fraternity that we will, before going to the sessions, we will have words of wisdom from CA Hansraj Chukji, who is a Central Council member, and he is heading very important committee, that is Committee on Members in Public Service and Entrepreneurship, as well as the Career Counseling Committee, and various other committees. And he is like a senior Central Council member and always supports and gives guidance to me also. So welcome Hansraj Bhai, and over to you for your words of wisdom.
Thank you, Preeti man, for such a wonderful words you have spoken for me. Really, I appreciate. But you see, like we being a council member, we always feel honored. Whatsoever the responsibility is being shared by the leadership, we are bound to really deliver our best. And I really appreciate the way I know you when you were the chairperson of the WIRC, the way the spirit by the energy or the enthu with which you are delivering or you are getting the best for the profession, that is still remains in my mind. I understand in the very early morning, maybe around 9 o'clock, with a gathering of 3,000 participants of that stature, that still goes, it does not go out of the mind even now also. That is the enthu you carry with, and the way you are leading or sporting to the chairperson of this particular committee, our Sri Priya Kumar, from the southern part, and you well supporting her in doing the best in this committee. Committee specifically, you see, like once a special purpose committee to empower. Naturally, if we talk about women members empowerment committee, it is women are already empowered. We simply understand कि we sometimes say कि we have to empower the women. The way the growth has happened in our profession also, and not limiting to our country as such, across the globe, if we find out, the women are being empowered or they have got the position of the power. When we used to be a student, the percentage of the as women members or the female members in our system was very low. And over a period of time, now we talk about the 42% in the studentship and 28% in the membership. That is the strength we got with, and I really appreciate. it's not limiting to the initial level only, to the leadership also. CFO, CEO, or the big corporates, or the leaders in the practice also. And sometimes we feel like a firm like where 100 women take course of and they join hands and they lead it and they make the number one firm of the country. Sometimes I feel like that also. I know so many women members, they are leading their firms, and that feeling, why it goes so? Because it goes so you all have the focused, a focused brain, or a dedicated efforts, a concrete efforts, whether it is the development side or getting the knowledge also. And today, fortunately, I heard two names which has been getting into this particular, whether it is the opportunities in the internal audit. Naturally, internal audit has taken its shape. Nowadays, we talk about unless until internal controls and the it has been of that stature. Because we are sitting on a large corporates, we are a multinational companies, big corporate houses. Earlier time was there, it was a small and medium enterprises governing economy of our country. So now, unless until we as a professional have a full strength, technology driven, whether it is the system of understanding or even the check from the single to carrying forward each and every process in the corporates, in the manufacturing sectors, or in the service industry. So we all have to understand with we are bounded by some kind of the principle and the some kind of the standards. So we all have to feel like, and who can do the best? The person with a good focus, and women, I understand they can be outnumbered, or they can have this subject in their command. Particularly if we talk about, there are the so many areas. Now we are not limiting to the tax or the audit side only, complete business solution provider. So in that system, where one fit into, actually internal audit is one of the subject. And nowadays, if we talk about, the Nehal will be taking care of this subject, and the Rupal, she'll be taking care of the office automation and the cyber security, and the coordinator, I understand, with whether it is Pinky or the Poonam or Nidhi, you all have also supported it very well. And I personally believe so. Wherever the gaps are there, what I have understood with Preeti, just to share with you also, in the top level, in the leadership position, we have not much the female members. So last time when I was there with the CMIB committee, we did one program where our chief guest was there as a honorable minister. Our honorable minister was there. Then some women members were also there from the top level position, like uh, I do remember their name, but I'll not then name them up. They eh, Smriti Rani was honorable chief guest, and then some corporate heads were there as a. But we find that there is a gap. If we talk about the leadership at the corporate level, there are so many CMDs, so many CEOs and the CFOs as a male members, but the comparison with the female members, like 28% women we have in the system. But it like we have lately started looking at the women members and started looking at these system. In the time to come, they will be outnumbered. Same is the directorship in the board of the corporates also. Same is the key managerial positions also in the other than the corporates also. So, having been understood, my own perception is like this, and which I feel so. This committee is fully equipped, and I really appreciate the way this committee is doing wonders to bring out best for each and everyone, each whether it is the young female members or the senior members, or something new has also been evolved with, like this program. Every week you are going with one program that is really giving us a better understanding. It is not like once program is been done, it is over. Unless until consistency is being followed with, unless until we thought of something new and newer things has to be evolved, and any new idea once brought into the mind of anyone, and that changed the life of the many. If we talk about, I'm heading the committee career counseling and the members in the public services and the entrepreneurship. We feel like if a new student is being brought into the chartered accountancy system, and one is not turning around one's own family, but having been understood, once he or she becomes a chartered accountant, he supports the family of many as an entrepreneur. Or sometime if you are from a smaller places, so you feel like it is by looking at one, so many inspired, so many they feel motivated, so they themselves take the steps. So those are the ideas ki we have to strengthen ourselves. Empowered women are there around us. Empowered has to take a lead to handhold the others. You see, like simple story says ki if you are powerful, everyone is powerful, those who have become a chartered accountant. If you support the weak person around you and handhold them up, so what you are doing, you are serving to the society and not limiting. You yourself feel satisfied. You see, like if you handhold the others, you are powerful. So then automatically it gives a satisfaction to you. In my simple understanding, the empowered women in our system is many. Now we have to take a lead to make other also powerful. And I hope under this able leadership of Sri Priyaji and Preeti ji, this committee, really I appreciate the way they are moving, the way they are delivering, the way they are taking it forward with the newer ideas, innovative things. And today I'm there. Preeti Van has just a few days back has spoken with me. Why don't you come and address our women empowered personality? So I immediately responded, yes, I'll certainly come. And today is the day I'm in front of each one of you. Whenever you feel like where I can be of any help to any member of the fraternity, any student of the fraternity, and I'll request each one of you must come forward for the bringing out those into the systems, like through the career counseling programs also. Wherever whosoever is interested to empanel as a career counselor, so they can empanel with us in the career counseling committee, and it will be a great support to, yeah, to the system. With these words, I'm again very thankful to Preeti Ben for inviting me here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hansraj Bhai, for your encouraging words. It really means a lot to all of us because you're really motivated, each one of us. And with this Sky High Symposium, the name as such says, sky is not the limit. We can fly into the sky high. So that is how where we are, and this is a seventh session, seventh program. So already we are motivating, encouraging women, and we already have scheduled for next 3 months. So these many speakers are ready, these many coordinators are also ready, and accordingly we are taking up all these things. And as you have rightly said, the opportunities in the career counseling. So I request all the women members, whosoever is interested, it's a very good opportunity, because we will again go back in our student days and encourage the students to join CA course. So I request all of you to empanel them. Sir, that link is there on the website only, and how, where it is, where they will find the link, Hansraj Bhai, where they will find the link for empaneling for faculty as a career counseling course?
Yeah, Triple C ICI is the site. I'll share the link with you also. You can spread around your all
Sir, in
known groups.
chat box, if you can share, so that will be useful. So the members can actually join triple CICAI.org, right? Huh. So, friends, if you are interested, be the faculty, and the institute is also the committee is also paying remuneration for that, for taking the session in the career counseling. Further, Hansraj bhai, as you have said, we are planning one session, and that will be led by CA Nandita Parekh, one very renowned chartered accountant, and the topic is too many managers and too few leaders for our session, and she'll motivate all of the participants to go for the leadership position. So these are the session lined up also, and your suggestions are very valid and well taken, and we really thank you for being here with us to encourage all of us. Thank you very much, and we'll reach out to you for these two of the committees for support required. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we
Sky
have,
high,
yes.
move at the sky.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We also have with us today our coordinators, very well recognized, CA Pinky Kedia. She is a managing committee council member, regional council member of Western region, and she has joined with us with our request. Uh, Again, we have CA Nidhi Veera and CA Poonam Pathak. She is a managing committee member of Navi Mumbai branch. So welcome all of you to the coordinators also, and we will be taking us through all the sessions for today's both the sessions. And with these opening remarks, I now request CA Nidhi Veera to introduce our first speaker, CA Rupal Haria. As such, Rupal has taken various sessions, and many of you, the participants who are already there, must have learned, must have heard her and implemented also. Very basic tips she will be giving. I have heard her session, couple of sessions, and her tips to make the office automations and cyber security with hardly no cost or any cost is really very worthy. So I request all of you to please listen her, and I thank Rupal Ben also for joining us and sharing her updated knowledge. I know for this session she has put a lot of efforts and gone through in detail with whatever new technology has come. So again, Nehal Shah, yeah, in spite of a lot of audit committees are going on, and she is representing as an internal auditor to various listed companies also. She has been here with our request. So welcome, Nehal madam. Thank you for joining here. And with these words, I request CA Nidhi Veera, our very charming coordinator, to introduce our first speaker, CA Rupal Haria.
Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Good evening, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our first speaker for today's session, Rupal Haria ma'am. Rupal Haria ma'am has completed her BCom from Mumbai University, and she is a practicing chartered accountant since the last 23 years. She is a partner at Atul C. Bheda and Chartered Accountants. She specializes in taxation, corporate tax, audit, TDS, indirect tax, and information technology. Her accomplishments till date: she has been a former visiting faculty at SIES College of Commerce and Economics. She has trained more than 300 income tax officers, including Commissioner of Income Tax Officer, and Inspector level in T3 training program conducted by Income Tax Department in association with NIIT. And she has been a former GMCS faculty at ICAI. She has been a speaker at various forums of WIRC and ICAI in Mumbai, Aurangabad, Pune, Ahmedabad, and Indore on various topics like TDS, Tally Audit Tool, Business Intelligence, Incorporating Technology to Daily Regime, Practice Development Skill, IT Securities, Office Automation in CA Office, Brand Management, and has been a speaker at WMEC SETU series. She has been a speaker at Thane Trade Manufacturers Association on practical aspects of filing GSTR returns 1 and 2. She has conducted workshops organized by EduTech Center on GST concepts, acts, and rules, practical training on GST portal. She has addressed various women forums and NGOs on various topics: digital payment, e-wallet, net banking, cybercrime, IT security, various aspects of digital payment for merchants. She has addressed various seminars for CA students and has taken various seminars in FDP faculty. Currently, Rupal ma'am is a training faculty At ICITSS, ICAI, she's taking various modules like web technology, e-filing, Tally ERP9, accounting package, IT securities, and more. She is a co-opted member of Digital Transformation and Technology Committee at WIRC. She is also a co-founder of EduTech Center, which is a joint venture in the field of GST, IAAP, DCAT, SAP, training in association with GST Center, which is approved by Ministry of Skill Development of Entrepreneurship and is having presence in 23 states. She has trained more than 700 students. So with this, I hand over to you, Rupal ma'am, to take this session. And we look forward to the interesting session on office automation and cybersecurity in CA offices. Thank you.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you very much for this introduction. And thank you, Preeti ma'am, for your words, your encouragement. And I must say, you are my mentor. See, whatever lectures I have delivered till today, starting was done because of you. And what am I today? That is also because of you. Thank you very much. I thank Sri Priya ma'am, Preeti ma'am, Hansraj sir, Pinky Kedia ma'am and all committee member of WMEC for giving me an opportunity to share my knowledge. And today we are in technologies era, right? So this topic is also apt to relate it to the all it's a technology where we are in on the virtual platform. So virtual platform, so we are extensively using technology. So all my participants, I will share my PPT and 1 minute. And then we can start with our today's session. In our today's session, I have planned very small demos also. Just 1 minute. If you have your laptop ready with you or simultaneously some little bit small tools which I will be showing you, you can perform that practical thing simultaneously also. Or something you can note it down the steps or then you can do it. Okay. So let me share my screen with you all. Okay, so now I hope you all can see my screen. It is visible to you all? Yeah, thank you. See now we are today the topic which is given, it is talking about automation and cybersecurity in CA office. When it is talking about this thing, then what comes into the picture in our mind? Technology. So we are in technology era. So what Bill Gates has said about information technology, that today technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven, and we professionals are also not left behind. We are also part of it. Okay, so we can't think no when we are talking about now the second our language that has become most important when we are in e-governance area, when it is coming to GST, ROC, LLPs, any compliances, everywhere it is e-submission is there. So now technology is integral part of our profession. So when it is coming to integral part of our profession, so before we start exploring and going to the journey of office automation and cyber security, my friends, all my beautiful participants, you know there is a SMART concept in management theory. Okay, so this SMART concept, when I was going through it, I feel that it is applicable to us also, whether we are practicing chartered accountant or we are in industry or we are working, or I want to start my second inning and I want to come back in the profession. Okay, So what is applicable to us? D as a chartered accountant. Okay. Smart. S. S is a specific. See, whenever our client, they want any solution, they have any query, any doubt, they want specific solution and answer to that query. So they will come to us and they are now at ease. Yes, he is or she is my chartered accountant and she has that solution. Whatever answer or outcome she will give me, that is a specific, that is the fix. Second, no one can deny we are multitasker. Okay. And being a female chartered accountant, friends, and as we have heard to Hansraj Bhai's insight also, Preeti ma'am saying also, we are working at all front, say 360-degree view, we can say. Okay. So we are a multitasker. In this scenario, we are working for home, from home. And when it is coming to our profession, see, we are committed to our all the due dates. So we perform all the tasks efficiently. Then comes A. So for our client, the person who is seeking services from us, for them, we are like a 24 by 7 helpline, or we can say 108. We are just a dial 108 and ambulance is there. So for them, we are available. They can call us anytime and they can ask their query. And friends, we cannot sometimes deny them also. We are available, they feel, and they also ask us our query, their query at any time. Then most important, reliable. They are sharing all their financial data, their accounting data. They are sharing their future plans, how to expand, which loan I should take, how I can invest and everything. So we are a reliable person for them. Okay. So reliable and integrity. It is interwoven for us, chartered accountant. And again, as I said that M is also applicable to us. Everything, I must not say M, SMAR. But when it is coming to T, we are like a time clock. 24 by 7, we are running behind the due dates. See, now after 2 days, there was due date for GST 3B return. Again, we got notification today. It has been extended to 24th. Again, 31st, there is a due date for TDS return. Again, LLP annual filing. And again, next month, new due dates will come. So on, audit period will come, return filing. Then how we are doing this work? Have you ever penned down your work, that what work I'm doing every month, say for filing of GST return? Okay, for example, or I'm preparing monthly internal audit report, or I'm filing 3B report, or I'm giving instruction to my employee or articles, okay, to get that work done. Every time when GST return, ask detail to the client, file it before GST due dates and all. So many repetitive work we are doing. So today we are going to see some simple tricks. Okay, there are a lot many tricks are there, but I've chosen to explain with you very simple things which we can implement. So we can avoid repetitive work, we can streamline our work. So office automation at your tip. Okay, first, you all might be using also many of these tips. Many of you might not be aware about it. So I have taken few things from Google Workspace. See, Gmail account extensively, we all are using it, right? So when it comes to mail merge, for example, as I have told you, that 31st is the due date for filing TDS return, and you want to shoot the mail to all your 50 clients, 100 clients, 200 clients, that this is the due date, by this date, kindly send us the detail. Okay. How you will do it? Either you will be using, see what you have learned in advanced ITT, Excel, say it is to be converted into Word, and then you will be sending mail, or you will be doing BCC. Many of you might be using some software also. Friends, in Google, there is one option, mail merge option is there. So let's go to Google. So I'm going to my Google Drive. Just 1 minute. See, this is my Google Drive. It is open. See, if you have not used the Google Drive, When you comes to your Gmail account, you can see this icon. This is Google icon. It is. You have to just click on it. When you will click on this screen is visible. Can anyone give me feedback?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah, and my voice is also clear, no?
Very clear.
Yeah. And ma'am, if any participant they feel I'm going little fast or in speed, then please tell me. So accordingly, I will adjust my speed. Okay. And see, this is Google Drive. So when you will click on the Google Drive, this drive will open. So right now my Google Drive is open. Now I want to show you mail merge option. Okay. So now mail merge, that is the free simple tool. It is available in Google Workspace. Okay. So again, I have prepared one demo mail merger sheet for you. But before that, I will show you that how you will start with it. Okay. So click on this icon again. When I will be clicking on this, there is one option, sheets option is there. Okay. So click on that sheet option. When you will click on this sheet option, I will open the blank Google spreadsheet. Okay. This is known as a spreadsheet. Okay. So when you will open this spreadsheet, now you want to download mail merge tool in your Google Drive. So click on this icon. Can you see it is visible? Get add-on icon is there. So click on this get add-on icon. And when you will click on all the available tool, that sheet will open. Now you search mail merge. Okay. So see, there are different mail merge you can see in this list, my dear friends. Yet another mail merge, Margo mail merge. But I will suggest for simplicity purpose, I am using yet another mail merge. Because what is happening, I'll show you when I will show you practical demo. It is using the draft mail which is there in your Gmail box. Okay. So you can click on it and then it will show you where is that yet another mail merge. See, this is yet another mail merge tool is there. See, can you read here? It is installed. So for my Gmail drive, I have already installed it. Or you have to just double click here. It will be downloaded and then you have to follow the self-explanatory steps. Okay. So now I am going to, so this is the starting point. Now friends, I have prepared one demo mail merger spreadsheet for you all to show you how actually mail merge work. Because when we are sending BCC to our client, they come to know that this mail has come to me in BCC. And when you are using this technology, this technique, it will go as a personal mail to them. And there are various other advantages also there. See, now email address, we have somewhere email address stored in our directory or some Excel file. So, or else you have to prepare it. Okay. So here for sample, I have taken 6 mail address. So 6 recipient will be there. Okay. So now you have, when you have downloaded yet another mail merger, you have to choose the option extension. Under extension, there is a last option, yet another mail merge. That is the mail merge for Gmail. Now I'm clicking on start mail merge. See, when I will click on start mail merge, this app will open. Okay, so here my name is coming, I'm sender. And now the this yet another mail merge, it is linked with your, it will sync with your Gmail. So these are the drafts which are there in my Gmail. Say for example, I want to send them reminder for GST 3B returns. So I have already, so what you have to do, whatever content you want to send them, prepare draft mail and save it in your box. Okay. Now I have selected it. Okay. Now I will say, you can schedule also when you would like to send. Now I say, okay, send 6 mails. Okay. So now when I have clicked on send mail, it will start sending the mail. See, the things are processing. You can see here this blue bar. all emails have been sent. See, 4 mails have been sent. See, there is some error and this mail is bounced. But this email is sent, and this email is also having error. Now I have sent to WMEC at ICI also. Now I can show you. It will also give you the track record that when my mail has been opened by the recipient. So I have already one file with me. I will show you test mail. 1 minute. This I have done it, created earlier. See, here 3 participants are recipients are there. So you will get the date and time when the mail was sent. And then your recipient when they have opened the mail. So it is serving the 2 purpose. First, you can send the mass mail with the small tools, yet another mail merger. Second time, what happens? So many times we have asked for some crucial data, due date is banging on the head. But sometimes clients say, no, they might have forgot to send the detail, or you have given some instruction to your employee or articles, and they have forgot to do it, and due date have skipped. Then here you can track. They have opened. See this participant. They have opened the mail also. Okay, and what time they have opened. So you have that proof that my mail was reached to the recipient and it was opened by him also. So this is the option which you can implement in your office or your for personal work also. Mail merge option. Okay. Now another thing I would like to show you is to-do list. To-do list is again, it is available in spreadsheet. If you will open to-do list, spreadsheet is already available. Now, how this to-do list will work? Let me tell you. See, now if you are sending your articles or employees for audit work, or for 15 days, you are going for some work outside, out of the town, or you are not able, you are for half day, you will be at office. Now you are assigning work to your employees and articles, okay? And you would like to have the report by the end of the day. So what you can do, either you can tell them that at the end of the day, you fill this to-do list and share me on my drive. Or what you can do, you can prepare the work list for them. Say, for example, Malhotra Group TDS return, SAR Limited TDS return. Okay. So these all work you are assigning to them, and you are saying that by this due date, you should complete the work. Okay. Now, when you have prepared this to-do list, you can share with the recipient to whom you would like to share. Okay. So for example, I'm selecting this recipient from this my mailbox. Okay. So it is already shared. So I have already shared, or you can select another people from your recipient. Say, for example, I'm sharing one another participant and I'm sending the list. If you want to drop any message to them, you can write in this message box. Now, what is the use of this to-do list? First of all, you no need to keep track of the different work which you have allotted to your article or employee, because our work is mentioned here. Second thing, they are also keeping in their mind, yes, my boss or ma'am, she will be viewing my to-do list. So I have to complete my work on time. Third thing, for our article, we have to provide record to institute that how many number of hours they have worked, what are the work they have done during their articleship. So this to-do list is a very helpful and handy sheet available to us to fill all this form. So this is the second option which is available to us. Now, third option is a simple spreadsheet. Okay. So now let me tell you again, I'm going to my drive and I will open the spreadsheet. One spreadsheet I have already prepared here. I can say SAR Limited Audit. Okay. The name I have given. Now you can prepare it as a, you have sent your 3 team of articles for audit and you have assigned them sales vouching work. Okay. Then you can share this sheet with 3 of them. You are sharing the sheet. And now the beauty of this sheet is that 3 of them can work simultaneously on this sheet. But for example, article B, he is working on C column. Then another article R, he can work on D. So the column where the one article he is working, another can work on not on that column, anywhere else on that spreadsheet they can work. So these are the things which will save our time and we can automate our work. Similarly, you can keep track. See, there are various other options are available. If you will go through Google Space, budgeting is also, calendar, time management, everything it is available. But I have taken these 3 simple tricks, and I request all my dear participants, at least you also try with your Google account. Simple demo sheet, mail merger, you try this spreadsheet, you try and see how it is working. Okay. Now another tool, see Excel. Excel, when I talk about Excel, I'm really excited to talk about Excel. Friends, let me tell you frankly, I am not that master in Excel. I am also student of the Excel. I am learning new formulas, new techniques. But as you know, it is rightly said for our uh, profession. We have so many new things to learn. But there are one thing, we are running lack of time. As I told you, we are running behind the due dates. We are committed with our other we are professional works. So 3 important ingredients that you should have. One, interest to learn the new things. Okay. Second thing, education. You educate yourself. See, small things you can start by viewing the small videos and all these things. Then start performing from no small tutorials, say performing those functions. For example, mail merge. Then you can work on it for 4 days. Then you are aware about all the features of it. And another thing, interest, and you have to invest your time. So why I'm telling you have to invest your time, that is one time investment that will save you, escape you from many repetitive work. So here you can see I have taken 2 examples. One, Power Query, that is very advanced tool of Excel, and another is a VLOOKUP and other formulas. So again, we are going to our practical part. Just 1 minute. 1 minute, friends. See now, this I am opening acceptance letter format. Here I am trying to show you what kind of the repetitive work you can save. See here, I have prepared, we have prepared one consent letter, acceptance letter for audit. Say for example, we have a 50 statutory audit of our client. So they are sending us appointment letter. Then we have to send them consent letter. Either your staff, they have prepared the one draft, copy paste, you are doing it and you are changing the name of the company, financial year, their address and everything, and you are sending them. Now, these are all repetitive tasks we have to do. So here where automation comes into the picture. See here the simple VLOOKUP formula and variables technique, it has been used. First of all, what you have to do, you have to prepare the content. So this is content, entire content we have prepared. So first thing, second thing, what you have to do, you have to choose the variable. So what does it mean variable? The things which will change in this letter. So what will change? Date. First date will change because many times you are one client has sent you on 1st May, so you have replied on 5th May and so on. Then client name. So client name will change. Third thing, Address of the client will be different, so address will change. And then for the financial year for which they are appointing you. So second thing, you have to prepare the variables. So why we have to prepare the variables? Because in this variable, we will be applying the formula. Okay. See here, 9 records are there. I'm adding one more record. Say for example, today on 18th May, I am replying to one of my client. Say Shenoy Limited. Okay. They have appointed me. They are based in Delhi. Okay, as a auditor. And for which financial year? 2022-23. You are getting my point? Now I will show you these 10 different letters. You no need to change anything. Copy paste be 10 times up. You no need to do it. Just what we have to do, first we have to prepare the content. Then we have to define the variables which are changing. And then we have to apply the formula. See, just see here. See, when I'm clicking on the Gupta Limited, so formula is given. So formula I have given in this cell, and it is a VLOOKUP formula. So what will happen when I say record number 9? So here the all detail of record number 9 will appear automatically because we have set up the template with the help of formula. So now, for example, I will say I have added one new record. So total now records are 10. Okay. So now I say I want record number 10 to print. Okay. 10. So now can you see? I will just show you. So just now we have added 10th record number. So here the detail will change. And here we have with the formula, we have adjusted print command and PDF command. So if I want to save it and I want to print it later, click on the PDF command or click on the print command. Now this is one example. Now friends, isn't it interesting? This Excel simple formula. Now what else you can do it? Ma'am, can participant chat with me or how it is arrangement it is there? Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, participant can view their audio video and they can ask question in the questions.
So right now they can't chat with me, right? No.
Yeah, they can check at their desktop. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you can tell me, this is one example I have given. See which other repetitive work we are doing. Can you tell me some example? See, pay slip. If you want to prepare, you have taken payroll functions, you are looking after the payroll of your clients. You want to prepare pay slip for your office. Then LR, lorry receipts and all. You know now in income tax, there is a VAT assessments are happening. And many times along with form C form, officers are asking LR copies and all these things. So multiple LR copies also you need to print. Now, for example, I want to prepare any partnership deed, any admission deed, any dissolution deed, any gift deed. So prepare the content, fix the variable, apply the formula, and at the one click with the help of this formula, your template is ready and it is ready to use. So it will save your time. This is interesting. You found it interesting and useful? Yes or no, my dear friends? Okay. Power Query, I'm taking it last. Okay. Along with this office automation tools, in Google Workspace, many various tools are available. But our institute, they have taken very, I must say, super initiative for the member. And I would like to show you that what initiative it has been taken for office automation by our institute. So let me go to it. I'll just give me 1 minute. I'll show you. My screen is visible, no? When I'm switching to the screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See now.
Yes, Drupal ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you, Pinky ji, thank you, ma'am. See now, various, you can see here, these are the software. Various software, it has been, arrangement has been done. See, for example, I'm clicking on this first software company, Committee of Members in Practice, CMP, they have taken integrated GRC product suite software. And now this software detail is available, and they have given all the detail. What are the feature of the software? So these all are our office management tools. And for our chartered accountant, it is few software, it is free. Can you read this? It is free for 3 years, up to 5 users in CA firms, and free up to 25 customers. And if it is beyond that, then at the very nominal cost, all these softwares are available. Along with it, there is another beauty. See, you can see here, these all are software, practice management tools, then time management tools. So now important, all these tools you can see here, payroll tools are also available. Papilio software is also available, but Papilio software, it is not at the free cost, at the but at the very nominal fees, this collaboration has been done. And Papilio, let me tell you, it has a one feature which is fetching data directly from your bank account. But for, yes, this is little complicated one. You have to give that permission. You have to enter your bank account number and all. But Papilio is also having very good features, and it is a really helpful for us in our office automation. One more, I would like, there are many, and it is really beautiful tools are available. CA office automation tools, it is also there. So all this software you can see, you can go to the ICI website, you can go through it, and whatever you feel, you can talk with them. Their numbers are also available, and you can buy that, and you can use it at very nominal cost, or a few software which are available at free of cost. Okay. So this is initiative, wonderful initiative, I must say. It has been done by our CMP committee of ICI. Again, I'm coming to our this thing, office automation. Friends, as I have told you, Power Query, I'm taking at end because it will take little time to show you the practical things I would like to show you. So I'm just leaving the Power Query right now. These tools and everything I have shown you. Now we are coming to cyber security. Okay. See, there are various office automation tools are there. We are extensively using technology right now. Also, when I'm sharing my screen with you all, okay, then I have shared the entire screen. Why? Because I would like to show you various files and practical things. So I am somewhere, we are at the risk when we are online, or we are sharing our things on internet, or on, I can say in digital language, on wire. So now at the same time, when we are investing our time and we are showing interest to learn the automation tools, at the same time, we should be aware about the cybersecurity rules. What are the cybersecurity? What technology I have to use to protect my data, my clients' data, and all. See, few things, as we will be running, I think so short of time, few things I want to show you practically. I will be sharing this PPT. So few things which are self-explanatory, I am leaving it here. One thing I would like to tell you, see, when you are in the office and your office Wi-Fi is connected with LAN, many times it happens that someone is downloading the, say, through uTorrent. There is a one software through which you can download various movies, music, games, and everything. And this uTorrent, it consumes your, no, saying that it's a high amount of bandwidth. So if there are various computer in LAN, and if one computer uTorrent run ho raha hai, then another computer will find that internet is working slow. So it consumes the high bandwidth of your internet, your Wi-Fi. So you should not allow your articles you have to keep track, and there is a one option it is available. You can ban those website. You in that machine you can do it, you can ban it, that they cannot open, you can that website, uTorrent is not allowed in the office. Second thing, many times see today's technology, young chartered accountants and even we also feel like we attempt to use that cracked software. That is, I'm not saying no or yes to use the cracked software, but what security point of view you have to keep it in your mind. Keep one separate laptop where you are using that crack software. Wherever your server is there or your critical data is saved, you do not keep that crack software also in that particular machine. Or otherwise, you use it in your USB drive, and once the work is done, you detach it from your device. Because we never know, along with that crack software, how the hackers they have no given entry, then malware, and through a keylogger, you will be no becoming the your machine will be becoming the victim of virus and hacking. Okay, all these things which you can see here, these are the self-explanatory. I'm just leaving this page. Now coming to password management. Now this is very critical. Every time everyone say, okay, keep difficult password, which is not, no, someone should not guess your password, or your password should be combination of this upper, lower, special character, some numeric and all, it should be bigger. But see, when we are working on to increase the security, at the same time, hacker is also working on it, how he can crack the hard and difficult password. So just I'm giving you one example that is not foolproof example. There are various paid password management softwares are available. So if you are using it, then you can invest in that and you can use those password management software. But here one tip, see, you have to take one phrase, one sentence. I have taken cleared 10 exam in April 1994. So how I have set the by C cleared 10 1 exam E, then in I, then A April. Okay, and then in 1994 I have not taken. I have taken only 4 and I have taken backward slash. Okay, special character में. Now sometimes this is also it can be cracked, but then I have again added some random number 892. So what is the meaning of this random number? So here if someone will try to see, many times we have seen that many people they keep the password of their family member or their birth date, anniversary dates, or some their favorite food which they like to eat, or some places. These all you should not keep it in your password because it is easily cracked password. So this is some random number. So 892 is a random number which I have added. Or sometime what you can do, you can add this random number after the last, before any special character or after any special character also. So once you add this random number, then your password is only this much sometime, or when you are saving it, or you can add the random number and then any permutation combination hacker will do it. It will be difficult to crack. It is not full soundproof. We should be no take the care that we should not share our password and different password for different accounts and all. But my dear friends, this is one thing which I wanted to show you for the password. Second thing, assess your digital footprint. So always keep the habit of deleting your browsing history. Okay, so you have to keep that habit of deleting your browser history. And this is the website haveibeenpwned.com. See, if I will go to this, just 1 minute. If I will go to this website, we will go at the end. I have to end my show. I will copy it and I will show you what you have to do. You have to go to this website, haveibeenpwned.com, and there it will ask you to type your email ID. If you will type your email ID, your email ID, then it will show you that how many times your login information has been hacked. When I was trying this for my Yahoo account, it has been shown it has been hacked for 13 times. Okay, and for Gmail account, it has been shown for 3 or 4 times. So this is really helpful. So it will give you alarming point. It is a time to change my password. Do not keep yourself login into your account. Whenever you are not using your account, you log out yourself and again you type your password. Okay. So this is relating to the password. Another thing.
Rupal ma'am, I just want to know that this website is secured or we can rely on this site?
Yeah, this HC ma'am, you can, Pinky ma'am is there, no?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am, see, HTTPS. S is there and you can rely on it. And it is, I see at the end, I can, if time will permit, we can type it or you can also try at your end. So it will show you also that when it has happened. So so when you will scroll down now, you will click on it. Then when there was a sometime that some credit card detail was stolen. So it will show you the incidents also with the year also. It will show you.
Great.
Yeah. Great. So it is a really alarming point that you need to because we keep on login karke hi rakhte hai na. So you should be careful about your password. Okay. So now another useful, now I'm coming to the tools. See, these are the simple tools. Encryption tool is available. But one thing, in the Microsoft, we have OneDrive. Google have Drive. So in OneDrive, there is a inbuilt encryption option is there. We need to learn that steps. Okay. So it is inbuilt option to encrypt your data. Now, what is the meaning of encryption, my dear friends? When you are encrypting it, means it is using the science, algorithm science, okay? Private key, public key. See, you might have heard about it when we are using our digital signature certificate, right? So similar encryption technology is used. So for example, I'm typing that my password for income tax e-filing is 1234@best. So when I will use the encryption software, this simple English statement will be encrypted in some algorithm will be given to it. So now OneDrive, it has an inbuilt option and there are another encryption softwares are there, which you can see here. BitLocker is there, VeraCrypt is there. See, they are when installation, they are freely available on the website. But the thing when you installed it and to run it, it is little complicated. So one time you will be not able to run it. You have to learn the tutorial. You have to go through the help menu and then you will be able to run this BitLocker or VeraCrypt or this type of the encryption software. Certain tips I have given for your laptop security also that we can read it, readable hai. Now regarding the data storage, okay, data storage and security. See, we as a chartered accountant, we have a data, full of data. All our clients' accounts with us, we are doing account auditing work, we are doing income tax return filing and so on. We have our own data. We have data years to years. ओके सी एक पैटर्न रहता है, वो क्लाइंट का फोल्डर रहता है, उसके अंदर दैट असेसमेंट ईयर वाइज दैट फोल्डर्स आर देयर, देन टाइप ऑफ टैक्सेस वाइज एंड सो ऑन. सो नाउ हाउ यू विल स्टोर save your data. Many times jab our laptop it gets corrupted or it gets have had virus usme it is coming, that time we fumble okay where we have stored the data. Friends, I am telling you one real incident. It has happened with my client 3 years ago when one person from my office, my article, he went because they wanted the reports ready, audit report earlier. So he said send the person. So what he did, he from server he was copying the main tally data, okay, but that he was also in so hurry, instead of clicking on copy he clicked on control X, cut, and now then cut karke that data is came to me, but usne paste bhi proper nahi kiya, so it has not been pasted in my pen drive also. So then I said that we have not received the data, send us again. That time they realized that our data folder is missing. And then I can see their condition. I am telling you flat that they have started and remembering their goddess Kuldevi ji. That please, and that televendor, he was not available because he was traveling. After 3 hours, they can able to manage to contact them. And in tele, there is a inbuilt inbuilt every 20 minutes, 15 minutes backup option is available. So he has guided us on the phone. I was also sitting with my client and we have performed those steps and we can refetch that data folder. So importance of data security. So children, parent, grandparents, 3 steps you have to follow. Children means anywhere you can save in your machine. Grandparents, parents means you dedicate one reliable person in your office that every day or twice in a week or thrice in a week you fix up this and they have to take the backup. This is the simple thing I'm telling you. Okay. And third thing, grandparents, you take the backup and keep it outside the premises or your office premise. So it should not be stored in your office premises. Okay. Now, what are the data storage facilities are available? You can see now we are in the cloud area. So you can store your data on the cloud. Then whether question will arise to me, though password is given to me, my cloud data, it is secured. See, anywhere we are on the wire, it is not 100% foolproof. Hackers are always behind to leak, to take and fetch and to store our data. So what we have to do? First of all, password security is there. But yes, on cloud storage, when we are taking the paid license version and paid services, there are various cloud services are there where you will be getting say security also, and at the same time they have the inbuilt system software fit. So it takes at every half an hour, because when you are on the cloud you are working live on the cloud, so at every half an hour it is taking a backup, so that way that system is fixed. So storing of the data is really important. So data storage and security, so you should have one dedicated software, a server laptop where you are saving your data. Okay. So in server laptop, you have want to give no anyone else want to use, then you can create different types of user, many user we can create. Administrator user ID password should be with you or your IT person or reliable person, head of the department. Others, for they want to work, only you give rights and you make another user ID for them and they will be working in that user mode. Okay. Now, IT security in CA office. So it is really important to know about the different software. One software is NetCut software is there. Pinky ma'am, can anyone tell me how many minutes I have remaining?
Actually, ma'am, your time is up to 6:15, but you can take 5 minutes more.
So, okay,
So,
I can take 5 minutes more. So what I
yeah.
will do, my friends, this NetCut and all explanation part on some software I'm just skipping, just about keylogger and 3 software which I would like to show you the practical things. I'm coming to it. Okay, few things I'm just leaving here. Keylogger is the software. See, sometime in internet you are getting some through mail link, some picture file is there or some video file is there or some simple PDF file. In that inbuilt keylogger is there, and if you have clicked on it, it will be automatically installed in your PC. And once whatever I will be clicking on my keyboard, then all the detail will be going to the hacker, because in that system keylogger, when you install it, see, keylogger installation is a various steps and it is little bit complicated, you have to follow or you have to take help of computer engineer. But at the end of the, you have to provide email ID where you would like to get all the details of the particular laptop or machine where you are installing keylogger. Okay, so you should not click on any of the link or strange link or nothing. Or sometimes no, so you are getting something in free, but when you are getting in free and you are downloading it, you are giving away return gift में so many things, entire आपका पूरा laptop to the hacker. So you should be aware about it. Now I am coming to one different technology, steganography. Steganography is a tool which encrypt your data inside the JPEG file or image file. Okay. See, now we are in a work from home mode. Okay. So when we are in work from home mode, my friends, many time क्या होता है, some virtual private network या some we have prepared some AnyDesk पे चालू कर देते हैं and various user they are using it. So we are not aware about it. Okay, who are looking into my data, who are looking into my data, who are copying my data, and at my server PC, various crucial things are there. Okay, so how to save all these files and this? So for that, there are various software, small softwares are available, because when many people are working on from server. Okay, so how you will do it? Just 1 minute, I'll show you. Okay. So now coming to desktop, I was talking about the steganography tool. Steganography is one technology which will encrypt your data. Okay. So I have downloaded one steganography tool, Our Secret. See, there are various steganography tool. It is available. When you download it, you have to run that software, and then I'm showing you when it is ready to use. The software name is Our Secret. Now, why? To protect your data. Okay, as I have told you, you can save it, you can take, or you have to give access, remote access to work from the server PC. So every time you are not going to set a Excel file, I'll set the password. So those who are knowing, they can only view that file. But this steganography tool, if you would like to save your password files, your important file, when you are sharing your PC, when you are sharing your screen, when you are online mode pe aap ho, that time this tool is really helpful. So you have to download Our Secret. It is free tools available. Then what you have to do, 3 steps. First, you have to select the carrier file. So carrier file means what? Where you will encrypt your file or your message. So one picture file we can select. So I have downloaded one picture here. So I will say, okay, nature picture I have downloaded. Okay, now I want to encrypt and save on my file. So I will click on file. See, if you want to save your file, click here file option and select the file. Okay. 1 minute. It is showing me subject. See, now which file? See, here folder you will be not able to encrypt. Just keep it in your mind when you are using this steganography tool. So now I say this final GST understanding. I'm just selecting it. Click on the open. Okay. I'll select a GST day 1 open. Okay. Now I just want to encrypt this. So type the password. Okay. So I will type the password, because when we download this software, we have to give the password. So I have already given the password. Simple step you have to follow. Okay, you have to type password again and hide. Now which same file? I say okay, hide, save. Already exists, replace, yes. Okay, see, but now what is the stenography will do? You will also able to view this GST day one here also. So once you have encrypted this file, if you want to delete from here, you can delete it. So it is encrypting your file. Now many times what happens, it is not allowed in many offices to download and send picture images to another email through email, because many times what happens, we never know where the stenography technology it has been used. Okay, so now if you will see this file, it looks the simple file. I'll open this nature file picture and I will show you whether you can see any file hidden inside it. Can you see? We have encrypted that GST day one file in this, but can you make out it is there? No. So similarly, now I will show you how to encrypt the file, decrypt the file. So again, I will show you that. Just 1 minute. So again, I will go to the our secret. Now click on the carrier file. So I will say nature. Okay, open, enter your password. Unhide. See, you can unhide your file. Similarly, if you want to add any your message, you want to send any crucial detail to someone, then you can send through this image. You can write and you can share password to them. They should also have our secret in their machine, and then you can share, say IP password or some detail that no one should read it. Only the recipient to whom you want to read, they can read it. So this is the technology which you can use. It is a really helpful in this hybrid mode of working. Your PC, you are sharing with the many people, you are doing online meetings and all your important data, you can encrypt it. Another most important and simple tool it is available is a lock a folder tool. It is available. Okay. See, lock a folder tool, when you download it, I'll just show you in my download folder how it looks. You have to run that program, you have to install it, and then it is ready to use. So I will type the password. Okay, now click on OK. Sorry. Just 1 minute. I forgot the password or what. One minute. This is the last chance I'm doing it. Click on OK. See now, this folder is already logged in it. Okay. Now, if first I'm showing you how to unlock. So select and click on unlock. Okay. Now I want to lock the folder. Now, whenever you are sharing it, or you are not in the office, or you are giving your laptop access to someone else, and every time it is not possible for you to carry along with you some copy karke. So simple ye lock a folder, it is a really helpful tool, handy tool. So I will say GST final entry. Okay. So it will come here, and now you can click, it will lock in it. Now, what is the difference between our secret and this? Our secret is only encrypting file and message, but that original file will remain in your computer, so that you have to delete. But this GST final folder, final entries which I have locked here, now I say okay, then now I will search here, you will not able to find here. It is now locked in the folder. So this is also one security simple tools where you can save your crucial data. Okay. So this was all about cyber security. Again, I'm coming to this thing. 1 minute, last slide. We will go to last slide. See, there are various different tools are available. Cyber security itself is a vast, but I have shown you simple tools which are really helpful to you. Office automation ke liye bhi various other things are available. I will be happy that it might have certain value addition to you all, and try to use any of the one at least feature which you have learned today. But nothing can replace hard work, dedication, and consistency. Because what will happen, all software, all tools, whatever we will be using, friends, but we have to invest our time. We have to learn how to use it. We have to feed data into it. And then, yes, it is ready to use for us. And it will make our work smooth. And we will be securing our data, our critical files, our important files also. Okay. So with that note, thank you everyone for listening to me patiently. And if you have any query, you can ask me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupal ma'am. It was eye opener actually for us, and you have completed your all the things within 1 hour of time, within less than 1 hour of time, and you taught us how to store files, how to encrypt the file, how the data storage and backup, and you explained us how we can secure data with no cost or minimum cost and without much effort. Even we can do ourselves if we have zeal to do that. So there is no requirement of any programmer or any engineer or any AMC people. So I will request all the...
1 minute, Pinky
Yeah.
ma'am. So these tools which I have shown you, lock folder, steganography, here the engineers are not required. But if keylogger and all we want to download, we should take help of them because they are little complicated. But they are also free tools available. Then there are various other tools are also available. So, but the what not, it is a practice makes man. So कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. Really
And
not.
as you as all the person are saying that कि free चीजों के साथ में freebies भी आते हैं.
Yes, आते हैं ना. That's why I said earlier वो crack software use करते हैं, torrent use करते हैं.
Correct.
So that's why it is strongly recommended paid good quality antivirus software. You should use it. वो free use मत.
Yeah, so gone are the days when we use when most of the CA office used the crack version of Tally, crack version of Microsoft, and all that. And I should request all the participants of this seminar to use only paid version. Please don't go for cracked version. You have to pay more, I can say, if you will use that version. So, but ma'am, if you 1 or 2 questions are there, if you want to take,
I can take it, ma'am. Time is permitted. I can take it definitely.
Just small questions. I think if there, I will take. No, they are all only appreciating. They are only appreciating you. That nice session, and they are asking that can we get the PPT of the session or recording of the session? It's like that only. So there is no question because you described in so lucid manner, ma'am. There is no question about it. But if we want PPT, can we get that?
Yeah, I will share with WMEC email ID. Then it will be, I think so, they keep it on that portal only, so they can see from there. I don't know how in this series they are doing it. So I will share with them.
Okay. So,
but Pinky ma'am, for cyber security, this 1 hour, both office automation, it is not.
Yeah.
But
Yes. I know.
Charity always begins at home. So these small things, if you will start doing it, when I'm sharing my screen, तो लॉक के फोल्डर में आपके इंपॉर्टेंट फोल्डर लॉक कर दीजिए. सिंपल थिंग ऑल्सो यू स्टार्ट यूजिंग इट. Definitely tomorrow you will be learning new things, and day after tomorrow third things, so on.
Yes, yes, and we will call you again, because this 1 hour is, we can't give justice to your subject in 1 hour. So we will call you again, but many things if we keep in our mind, we will end up with doing nothing.
We start with
So,
one thing.
Yeah, so ABC से start करेंगे, then we can prepare the word, complete the word, and then we can go for sentence. So now today we learned ABC of security from C. Rupal Haria. Ma'am, thank you very much. I always appreciate you. I fond of you, the way you are talking and the way
Same here.
You
For you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So now I call upon Nehal madam to take the second session on opportunity in internal audit. And may I request CA Poonam Pathak to introduce our second session speaker. And Rupal ma'am, if you can be there for the second session, it will be great for us.
Yeah, I will be here because I have my another lecture, but I will be here. I will just keep my video off. That's all.
Yeah.
So at the end, if any questions are coming, then
yeah, that's why I'm asking it.
I'm here only, and I would like to hear Dale also, because I have heard a long back in our Bell series, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you, Rupal ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Poonam, can you start, please?
Yeah, thank you so much, Pinky ma'am. So good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, CA Nehal Shah ma'am, who is going to talk to us on opportunity in internal audit. So this is a subject in which we should be deeply interested because it's a great area for female members. Our speaker, although having spent almost her entire career in internal audit and assurance, he has an experience of over 24 years in the field of internal audit and assurance services covering the entire gamut of BFSI, manufacturing and service sectors. She leads assignments covering internal audits, process reviews, restructuring, internal financial controls review, risk assessments, systems review, forensic reviews, investigations. She has a strong technical orientation and is leading IT initiatives within the firm. Her technology experience includes system audit and system-related controls reviews, functional understanding of SAP Oracle-based software. Ma'am is a chairperson of IIA Bombay Women's Circle and the vice president of Institute of Internal Auditors IIA Bombay chapter. She has spoken at the seminars organized by IIA as well as ICI-WIRC. Earlier, she was a member of the Professional Development Committee of WIRC and has been a member of the Human Resource Development Committee of BCAS. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thanks, Pooja. Thanks for your kind words and warm introduction. Thanks, Pinky Bin, and thanks, WRC, for inviting me for this session. It was lovely hearing you, Rupal. Very insightful tips and it really comes handy and simple to implement, as you mentioned. It was pleasure hearing you as well. I'll share my screen. Is my screen visible?
No.
No.
Not yet?
No. Yeah, now it's visible.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Very good evening to all the participants. It's like I want to just share with all of you whatever I have learned in my journey of internal audit and related assignments. So it's more of sharing of my experiences, and feel free to ask if you have any questions. So I would like to start from the beginning, since the topic is opportunities in internal audit. So then just a brief introduction of internal audit. So this is basically definition of internal audit as per the Institute of Auditors Research Foundation. And the focus of definition is basically on independent, add value, objectives, risk management, control, and governance processes. So these are the keywords, and that becomes the objective as far as internal audit is concerned. So it's like, basically any opportunity would also come from these areas, be it compliances, external or internal, risk and control, optimization of resources, cost and processes, which would be close to any management, any organization, and governance processes and ethical practices, which would be very close to any regulators governing that particular organization. Another is internal audit is considered as third line of defense. So then that's where we can add value, where management may have maker, checker, first line of defense and second line of defense. But as an internal auditor, how we can add value and what kind of assignments we can handle. There are, in recent past, there are a few regulatory changes which makes internal audit more and more important, be it Section 138, which requires mandatory internal audit if you are fulfilling any of the criteria which are given. Another is rotation of statutory auditors, which also kind of like, when they rotate, there will be change of internal auditors and statutory auditors. Another is Section 144, which requires statutory auditors different than internal auditors for related entities. IFC and ICFR requirements, which puts responsibilities on boards and auditors. SEBI directions for listed entities for internal audit and risk management. CARO requirement, which requires statutory auditors to comment on internal controls and internal audit. And RBI requirement for risk-based audit for banks as well as NBFCs. So typically when we look at the organizations, there could be in-house internal audit, there could be co-sourced, where like some functions are reviewed by in-house team and some could be outsourced. Maybe when it comes to which requires expert skill set, which could be system audit or cybersecurity audit or designing automated tools, etc. Another is mandatory outsource. So which is mostly required by regulators. So for example, insurance companies where IRDA has defined to outsource systems audit and concurrent audit, or even internal concurrent audit of treasury functions as well as systems audit and internal audit. These are the few sectors to name, apart from BFSI, pharma companies, healthcare, hospitality, and entertainment, real estate, travel and logistics, IT, and manufacturing, where BFSI is very heavily regulated, and that's where a lot of audit requirement also is there, including internal audit. So I would take you all of through few of the areas where we can look at. As I mentioned, risk-based internal audit, be it BFSI or even outside BFSI, which is like one requirement which now any management likes to look at, particularly where there is a formal structure of audit committee where there are sitting independent directors. They are very keen and particular about this requirement. And you can look at the risk-based internal audit scope, which can be covered over 2 years or 3 years, depending on the risk level, high, medium, low. And that's how usually the scope is designed and covered. Another is creating framework of enterprise risk management or risk control metrics, whatever name you can give it, which could be part of your ICFR and IFC requirement as well, where it requires to connect the dots, basically your SOP, which is in-house documentation, and process level controls, which one can identify what are the controls requirement based on the risk perceived, and what kind of documents or processes are required to address that risk. So framework basically helps covering that aspect, and there are various tools also available for this, and risk dashboard for periodic reporting, which can be used. So once framework is created, control testing is also been done on annual basis, and this is also one of the requirement which is applicable to many organizations, where statutory auditors also need to comment, and this is usually management's responsibility, but it is outsourced to internal auditors. It can be done as part of internal audit or can be done as a separate exercise. So as I mentioned, ICFR control testing also flows from there, where design and implementation of IFC, OET testing, preparing risk registers or RCMs in line with ERM and risk registers can be created. As an internal auditor, you focuses processes and process level controls. While you may do sample check only to substantiate whether perceived process is followed or not, process becomes the focus, and that's how when we look at sometimes process re-engineering also is an area of IA opportunity one can look at. So basically, where you can give recommendation, or be it cost optimization or resource optimization, or even like whether processes are taking care of the regulatory aspects, controls aspect, be it system or outside system. So and keeping those things in mind, the re-engineering at process level can be done, and we can add a lot of value to that organization through this kind of exercise. Another area which is SOP drafting, which is standard operating processes, which maybe most of the organization may have processes which is in practice, but maybe not formally documented, or it is in mind of the auditee or team members at the organization. And that is something organization will lose when you lose that person, or when the person leaves that particular post or designation. So for that, from that perspective, SOP becomes very important. And here, as an internal auditor, we can play a great role. Since we understand all the functions, as I mentioned, be it regulatory requirement or be it controls and risk aspect, this is one area we can definitely look at as a extension of internal audit. Another advantage, since this is the forum where most of the women CAs are participating, even if you are looking at working from home or hybrid model, or even on part-time basis, this kind of exercise can be done very easily. Since interaction at the auditee with the auditee requires only when you start understanding the process, and need not be required on daily basis. And particularly if you have taken a break from your career for whatever reason, at personal front, and wanting to come back, this is one area is like, you may definitely want to look at. So and this also helps in giving recommendation and suggesting enhancement at process level, since we get a chance to look at the processes, and then recommendations, once accepted by auditee, can be also be part of SOP. Data analytics is another upcoming area, since we are highly relying on various systems and softwares. And you also must be hearing that boards and audit committees doesn't want to look at internal auditors or any auditors giving them comfort on sample basis. Everybody now wants to look at the data at large and the entire population. That's where data analytics comes very handy. And there are various tools like IDEA, Caseware, even advanced Excel or Power BI, which can be used for analyzing this data, which helps giving red flags or any kind of aberration. And then one auditor can decide where to deep dive and go through those particular aspects to ensure whether there is anything more to see. So basically, like, macros, designing and implementation of data analytics capabilities, data trending, develop scripts. Many times systems doesn't allow end-to-end operations in system. So you see auditees, they fetch data from system, and then they work on Excel, and they do kind of maybe for MIS purpose or some regulatory reporting purpose. So that's where macros can be created to reduce the human error, because when we take the data from the source file and convert it in Excel, there are chances that something may be missed out or got deleted, or even maybe intentionally or unintentionally. So to reduce those chances, macros can come very handy. Even procure to pay, order to cash, hire to retire, scripts can be created for particular process and areas. From a CA firm perspective, if we see, there are some certain processes would be standard across organizations, at least for a particular sector for sure. So if I have these scripts ready, you can plug and play. You can use them again at various other organizations, and do your audit in no time. Can reduce our man days and man hours and cover the entire population, as I said. Even there are various data available from the regulatory portals, also be GST related, or so that also can be used when we are looking at maybe areas like vendor onboarding or account opening, where KYC kind of things are being reviewed, or even duplicate vendor payments, Benami transactions. So these are like, few of the areas. What it's an illustrative list. One can look at it differently, or depending on what processes are there, what kind of systems are there, or what kind of reports are there. Friends, do let me know if I'm going too fast, or if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Another area is concurrent review or audit. When it comes to RBI requirements, so particularly for banks and NBFCs, there are specialized functions such as treasury, trade finance, or CPCs. That's what they call, which are basically centralized operations and large credit portfolios. These are the departments which are usually covered under concurrent audit, where again, this is as a process expert, we can look at this, and this covers regulatory aspect also, of course. Likewise, IRDA also has a requirement of investment operations where concurrent audit is mandatory, and they require to give reports on quarterly basis when treasury sizes of a particular beyond a threshold. So that is something one can look at it. Forensic audits and review is another area where, of course, we need to have that kind of mindset how the fraudster would work. We have to think like them to understand what may have gone wrong, or what could be the strategy, or how to unearth those frauds, basically. So this kind of assignments, usually management, when they see some maybe some aberrations or some incidents have come in their light, they usually reach out to auditors to see and do deep dive and find something or more, or quantify that what kind of frauds amounts are there. Another is also related to borrowers, which is banks or NBFCs, they appoint, and IBA does empanelment for that, where how the money has flown and what was the end use, whether like be it analysis of borrowers' accounts or financials, and how they have misused banks' money. And we have to substantiate that with the records and documents, where basically, and which is used for FIR purpose when we issue those kind of reports. Quality assurance is basically where, like, one has every organization, or typically in audit we say maker checker has to be there. So quality assurance becomes like a third check. And this is more of a pre-audit, where many mutual funds and insurance companies, or even AIF, which is private equity funds, they do have, or even manufacturing entities also do for payment processing, etc., where before the data is released to the outsider, or before the payment is done to the counterparties, the verification is done by the team of internal auditors, and they confirm, and then only these payments or these transactions are done. Or in case of mutual fund, everyday NAV gets published. So while their in-house team is calculating, even internal auditors team also checks, and they match the NAV. And then if there are any mismatch, of course, you need to see where the problem lies. And then once confirmed, it gets published on the portal. Likewise, limit monitoring, redemptions, etc., which are these are mostly regulatory requirements, and whether it has been followed, there could be a soft limit, there could be hard limits. So here also we can use tools like Excel templates or big way to ensure that the similar calculations are done by auditors, which are done by their software. So we can independently confirm whether the calculations are correct or not, which are done by the client or organizations. System review and audit also. We were just hearing Rupalvin about cybersecurity and possible frauds, etc. And particularly right now, when last 2 years we were working from home, everybody had access of servers and systems from home. So, and if all of us were working in different internet connection, where maybe we didn't have that kind of security. So how do we take care of that? And for that, system review and audits are now required at a greater extent than before. BFSI again has several mandatory requirements for system audits or cybersecurity audit, while other organizations also voluntarily like to do this kind of exercises, be it gap analysis or systems audit covering logical access, VAPT test, log reports review, or network securities, change management, etc. Another is even BCP, GRP processes where basically whether even if backups are taken, when time comes, whether I will have access, whether the data would be available to you to restore your processes or not, or data center audits. So these are the opportunities in that particular area where different kind of skill set is required. But now this is also becoming more of mainstream of internal audit, and one would require this kind of technical knowledge when if we want to look at internal audit as an area, particularly even part of IFC. We have ITGC review applicable to most of the organization where this checks are being done. AIF review also, which is basically private equity funds related, where controls, governance, processes, regulatory requirement, whether it has been complied or not. Even like mutual fund NAV calculations are whether done as per the regulatory requirement, whether those veracity is checked or not. So that is something also can be looked at as one of the area. Regulatory compliances, like I mentioned, again, which is mostly applicable to BFSI. And otherwise also compliances like company law requirement, which is applicable to most of the companies, or LODR requirement, which is applicable to the listed entities. Related party transactions, which is one major concern for most of the boards and independent directors, that also gets reviewed by internal auditors. So it depends if those kind of mandates are also given to the internal auditors, where on quarterly basis you have to confirm these transactions. PPM and compliance audit of AIF, or in prohibition of insider trading regulation, or whistleblower regulation, or even sexual harassment related regulation, what kind of policies are there, how organization is making sure that it's being escalated if there is an incident, or even whether employees know whom to reach out to if there is any issue with regard to the same. CSR review is also one of the area where CSR is mandatory to many of the organizations, and it's something new, and organizations are also evolving with the processes and kind of support they are looking to streamline this particular area. So be it implementation support or due diligence or legal and compliance review. Impact analysis is another area one can look at, where these NGOs have various interventions, and board wants to see if they have given an X amount, what impact they have been able to create. And that is, if you have seen many of the annual reports, that's where they also cover this details. And this is a very interesting area. And it's like, how do you measure the impact? There could be some quantifiable, some non-quantifiable. So this is one big area one can look at as far as CSR as an area is concerned. documentation of policies, processes, compliance audits, and as I mentioned, due diligence. Another is advisory in terms of it could be moving to paperless office. So many of the organization may be still working with a lot of hard copy documents, and of course in last 2 years many of us were forced to go paperless, and evolved maybe what we anybody would have planned in next 3 years or 4 years, we were compelled to implement overnight during lockdown. But this is one area where you can help your clients how to translate workflows digitally, and which is also keeping controls and risk in mind. And again, depending on what processes are there, there are various tools available in the market which you can recommend. And design and implementation of internal controls, advisory of cost optimization, IT access controls. So these are few consulting assignments which can be extension of internal audit. Another is where large treasury functions are sitting, be it bank, insurance, or mutual funds, where investment control review can be done. So I would share one of the experience and one of the assignment we had done for insurance company, where there was a fraud occurred by one of the dealer, and our client had wanted us to review this control function and giving recommendations on how to plug those issues and how to improvise those processes. So that's something, or what are the best practices one can look at. So this is one very interesting and niche kind of assignment we can be considered as extension of internal audit. Another is, be it hospital or hospitality, which is a hotel industry, where there or any retail segment for that matter, where they are dealing with cash, and there is or even if it is digital payment, there is constant calculation of billing, etc., where chances of error is very high. So this also can be looked at either as a pre-audit, where even say, for example, before discharge of patient, the billing is checked by the sitting auditors, and if any revenue leakage, client can recover or inbuilt in their bill before even discharging the patient, or before you are checking out from the hotel, they can recover those particular revenue leakage or possible revenue leakage rather. Internal audit covering cash handling, banking, procurement, compliance review. These sectors again has their own set of regulatory requirements, be it hospital or hotels, or F&B related. So those also can be looked at and covered. There are various organizations, be it manufacturing or organization which has branch structures, where they outsource vendor audits or branch audits, or where one can do even mystery shopping. That whether since management sitting at the central location, they are not aware of how exactly the branch or depot or particular vendors are operating, and mystery shopping is one that kind of exercise when auditor can go as a client or as a customer and see whether required processes are followed or required compliances are taken care of. So these are actually various locations, and management also look at various locations, and they see the auditors from that particular city or remote area to cover these aspects. So when we are looking at these opportunities, it requires certain kind of specialization, or how do I get ready or to conduct this kind of assignments. So of course, apart from being chartered accountants, there are several other certifications which I would recommend. One of it is FAFD, which is offered by our Institute of Chartered Accountants, and DISA, which is also mandatory for doing bank audits or even insurance audits. And likewise, many organizations now want this kind of qualifications when they select their auditors, when they shortlist the team members. So, and other qualifications are CIA or CISA, which are international certifications in the similar lines. And many of the internal audit exercise, particularly when it is operation related audits, we can take help of experts like engineers or doctors, or likewise, depending on the requirement, which sector we are auditing and what is the requirement of that particular assignment.
So, madam, we can hire engineers because we can't do the work of engineers, so we can't do partnership with engineers. So we can hire engineers in our team to do the.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it can be a mix of team, or on a consultant basis, you can take their help. Even for system audits and say, for example, VAPT test. While as a chartered accountant, we may not have that technical knowledge or expertise. We can always reach out to them, and we can have them on our team, or on as I said, as a consultant basis, we can take them.
So because all the qualifications what you have written here, upper 5, I think we can, but engineers are difficult. We can't do that work, so we have to hire them.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So this is more from the team perspective. When we are creating the team, we can consider these aspects and this kind of background, or depending on what kind of assignments we are doing.
Yeah, nowadays in most of the forensic audit empanelment or this thing, they need there should be engineer in your team.
Correct.
The requirement is that.
Correct. Yeah. So likewise, as I said, even DISA, CISA, which is required for your bank audits, or even for forensic, as you rightly mentioned, for signing of the report also, you need either CFE or FAFD kind of qualification. So that's what client looks for when they appoint that particular assignment to you. Another is basically when we become member of these institutes, be it our ICAI or IIA or ISACA, that also helps exchange of ideas, or to know what's happening in the outside world, be it attending study groups or webinars like this, or conferences. That also helps, what more is happening outside our organizations. As far as empanelment is concerned, most of the regulators have their own processes, be it SEBI, because they outsource inspection assignments for mutual fund custodians, RTA, or likewise AMFI does for distributors due diligence, or SFIO when there is any fraud. They also appoint, we read in the newspapers time and again. And IBA, as I mentioned earlier, for forensic assignments for borrowers, that also gets empaneled, and they outsource from that particular list. Another is our institute also gives a lot of information and tender details on the website, where the link I have shared over here, which could be any of these assignments, be it internal audit or forensic or system review. So members can take advantage of and help of that particular link and reach out and participate in those RFPs and tenders to get those assignments. So friends, that's from my end. Happy to answer if you have any questions.
Ma'am, there is only one question in the chat box that is from Ghana. Varna Pinto has asked that I work voluntary for an NGO imparting soft skills to youth completely free through corporate donation. Can I suggest the CSR audit, and how can the necessary report performa available? Are they on any website?
This is a very specific question. So I think you can share my email ID with him, and I will reach out to the participant and answer those questions.
Okay. Because he is asking only for CSR audit.
Yeah.
So if any other question, if anyone want to ask, please write in your chat box. I will ask them. Otherwise, we will close the session. So, no, there is no any question we are getting. So, thank you, Nehal ma'am, for insight us. We know only internal audit, traditional internal audit, but we didn't know that there are so many sections, subsection in internal audit, and how much opportunity in that. And we have to create opportunity, I can say. According to industry and according to work of client, we can create opportunity in internal audit and in different areas, and we should do that, because now traditional audit is, we have to keep aside. We can't do only traditional audit. But one thing also you mentioned well, that we have to reskill or upskill also ourselves, that we should know FFD audit, we should know SCFA, and if we had not done this certification or diploma course, but we should know the basic idea behind that also.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we will not do the justice with our internal audit. And so thank you. And what you said, that networking and connection with ICI and different study circle, study group is also necessary, and we women are lacking in this. Like Hansa Chuddi also saying that we are the manager, but we lack in leadership, or we lack in networking. We are very good in family relationship or our friendship relationship, but we lack in professional relationship or professional networking. So my request to all the participants who have joined today, please grow your professional networking also.
Absolutely. No, as Prithivan rightly said, that women has eye for detailing, and internal audit is something where you require that kind of detail. So that is, internal audit is very apt area if you want to look at. And our institute also has a study group on internal audit. So if anybody has any interest to join that, you can reach out to the concerned conveners and committee members. And II also has various programs and all, and I'm on the board of IIA. So you can feel free to reach out to me if anybody is interested.
Yeah, details of internal audit committee is on our WRC website there. So if anybody want to contribute and anybody want to attend that program, so all are welcome for that. And we did last week only, we did national conference of internal audit, and it was well successful program. So now the time is to give a vote of thanks to all both the speaker, Rupalji and Nehalji. We are thank you to enlighten us about the security measure and about the opportunity in internal audit. And I think all the participants will get benefited by your words of wisdom. So please, and I request all you to thank today's speaker and carry with the applause. Thank you. And I want to thanks to Hansraj to the CCM of ICI to address the participant and share their word of wisdom. Preeti Savla madam to take this initiative. Supriya madam, both are the chairman and vice chairman of Women Committee. So it's their great idea that they are keeping every Wednesday they are keeping this series on 5 to 7. So I request everyone to connect with each other and grow your business. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
One
Thanks,
thing only I
W.
would like to say, thank you everyone. Participant, at least try one tip which have been given to you. Start, okay? Charity begins at home. So let cybersecurity begins at home. Be safe, be secured. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, WRC, and thank you, Preeti Ben, for giving me this opportunity. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.